Hey everybody, this is Josh with Late Start Piano. Today's video will be going over the talent versus practice debate, the nature versus nurture debate, whether or not if you don't have talent, if that means you can never play piano, or if you just practiced a whole bunch, does that mean you can still play piano? So as far as your talent wise, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. If somebody's super talented, you think of like a Mozart, who was a literal child prodigy. They were writing their own songs at 3 years old. They were performing all around at 7 years old for kings and queens and all that. Somebody who's extremely talented like that. He had perfect pitch as well. So somebody who's got that level of God-given talent, they are going to be able to progress faster than you are on the piano, more likely than not, no matter how much you practice, because they have that ability, that innate ability. Their practice sessions will take them a lot further. They're not going to have to practice as much, and they can rely more heavily on their talent. Now, with that being said, if you practice a lot, you can still get very good at piano, even if you have no talent whatsoever. So, Mozart, his father was a musician as well, so he had access to the piano. His father pushed him a lot to kind of follow his path and to practice every single day for hours on end and to play what his father wanted, not necessarily what Mozart wanted. Um, and if you read the book Mastering by Robert Greene, he kind of goes into this deeply about the rift between Mozart and his father that eventually drove them apart so much because his father was very controlling towards him. But I'm bringing all that to say is because even though Mozart was a child prodigy, doesn't mean that he was without problems, right? Yes, he had this God-given ability, but he also was still practicing every single day. His father was pushing him, and he had his own problems, and he still had to practice even with that God-given talent. So if you practice every single day, you're consistent with your practices, you have that spaced repetition, so you're banging in the same concepts into your head every single day, you are going to improve at piano. That's just the way it works. That spaced repetition, so playing something and then taking a little bit of time off, like a day, as in like practice every day, but between days you're taking that time off while you're sleeping or eating or doing whatever, and then you go back to it and now you revisit the same concept. That's that spaced repetition. That's how people learn how to do anything: play piano, surf, lift weights, crochet, whatever it is. That's just how it is. It takes time. And I know Malcolm Gladwell kind of popularized the whole 10,000 hour rule or concept where you don't reach a mastery level of anything until you hit that 10,000 hours of practice time. I know that's up for a lot of debate here recently. Some people agree with it, some people say it's less, some people say it's more. But the point is, no matter what, you're going to have to practice. Even the super talented like Mozart, you have to practice. If you have no talent, no one in your family is a musician, you never played an instrument until you're 35, no one in your town even owns a piano, it doesn't matter. As long as you practice, you put that time in. If it's 10,000 hours or less, if it's more, whatever, you're going to improve at the piano. I think people underestimate what they can do in a short period of time, like a year, and they overestimate what they can do in, like, let's say 2 weeks. So people come in, they have this expectation that they're going to be able to play their favorite songs in 2 weeks on the piano perfectly, which maybe they can if they're super talented and how much they practice, but that's not always the case. And you have other people that look at a year of practice and they say in a year I probably won't be able to do as much as I want to, even though I put a whole year into practice. But you're going to be so much better and you will have improved greatly if you practice every single day for 1 year. I promise you. You can record yourself on that first day of your practice, and then on the 1 year day, record yourself playing now, and you will be able to notice the difference in your playing, and so will everybody else around you. So to recap, yes, talent matters. Yes, people will be able to learn piano faster than you can, but you can still play piano and you can become very good at playing as well. Just takes time and practice like everything else. Again, my name is Josh with Late Start Piano.